everyone, my name is Carrie from the Ohio Wine Producers Association. I'm here tonight at the Lakehouse Inn Winery to talk to you about our really fun weekend in February, our winter wine weekend at the Atwood Lake Resort, February 2016. I'm here with JP. He is the assistant winemaker, and he's going to tell you about their wines and a little bit about their winery here.
Hi, my name's JP. I am also a student in the VESTA program at Kent State in the Enology and Viticulture degrees. A little bit about that. Kent State is the only school in Ohio to offer viticulture and enology programs. There are some other schools that offer one or the other, but it's the only one that offers both at an entry level. A little bit about the winery. This is the Lakehouse Inn Winery. It's the only winery on this side of Cleveland that is on the actual shores of Lake Erie. We make the wines here. A little bit about the history here. The family bought the property in 2000. In 2002, they realized there was a little bit of demand for wine, so we started making our own wines here. In 2004, the first restaurant opened. We do have a restaurant here. It's called Crosswinds Grill. The family used to also own a body shop in the town of Geneva, and in 2011 they shut it down and completely switched over to focusing on the inn and restaurant. We also have a spa across the street. We're our own little sort of resort up here. A little bit about the wines. When we started, everything was done. You can't really see it now, but we've got a little beach house outside that overlooks the lake. It has a basement. We started making all the wines in there, and the demand was so high for the wines that we just kept selling out and selling out. So we have a press room on the premises, and we were kind of dividing our wines between the press room and the beach house, doing certain things in the different spots, and then it just kept growing. We outgrew it. So the family still owns a warehouse in town in Geneva, and we moved this past year. We moved all production to the warehouse, and it's fantastic because we have all the room we need. We don't have to cut holes in walls or try to squeeze behind tanks, getting pinched in the wall, and it's just really great that we can keep growing as much as we do with the demand for Ohio wines, the way they keep growing. I guess a little bit about our wines. The first one in front of me is our Vino Della Casa. The Vino Della Casa is a blend. Vino Della Casa means house wine in Italian, or wine of the house in Italian. It is a blend of Pinot Noir and Merlot. It is a semi-sweet or an off-dry, I like to call it, because it's not quite dry, but it's not a true semi-sweet. It's a nice light wine. It's a good table wine. Next is our Chardonnay, 2014 Chardonnay. It's aged in oak barrels. It is American oak barrels. It's not a real oaky wine like a California one. It's more of like a European style one where it still has some crispness to it. It's not like you're sucking on a 2x4 with it. It's a very nice one as well. The next is our Red Sky. I do like this one a lot. It is a Sangiovese and Merlot blend. For those that don't know what a Sangiovese grape tastes like, it has some spice to it when you make it into a wine. If you've ever had a Chianti, the base grape in Sangiovese, or I'm sorry, the base grape in Chianti is a Sangiovese. If it's a Chianti Classico, it's still Sangiovese. Any Super Tuscans, the base grape is usually Sangiovese. Next is our Merlot. The Merlot is aged 7 months in a Hungarian barrel. Our Merlot is nice. It's a nice fruity wine. You'll get hints of strawberry, hints of cherry in it. But it's not an overly sweet wine. We're a drier winery than most in the area. And I see the Ohio wine scene switching more to a little bit drier wines, but still having that fruit-forward taste to them. There's that. And then our last one is our Boxer's Blush. We were getting a lot of demand for like a white Zinfandel several years ago, or just a nice crisp, not a true sweet wine, but just a nice fruity wine. We went with our Boxer's Blush. It is a Vidal base, and then it is colored in or Merlot is added to it to give it a little bit of coloring and a little bit of flavor. But the Vidal gives it that sweetness. You'll see it says Boxer's Blush on it, and you'll see the picture of the dog. Now I haven't double checked, but I've heard the story is the reason it's called Rocky's wine is that was the chef's first dog. His name was Rocky, and the picture shows him next to Carboy and some of the wine being made. So I guess it was just dedicated to him. I don't believe he's still around. We're really excited to be at Atwood. We're excited to have our wines paired with the different dishes. We're excited to have our winemaker there and to be able to talk about our wines. I don't know if you can tell, but we really enjoy our wines and we love sharing them at any chance we get with anybody. So we're excited to have you there. Any other questions? Anything else?
That's it. We're really excited. Next week we're going to be at Grand River Cellars, and then the following week we're going to be at Atwood Lake Resort, so you guys can get some inside views on what it will be like while you're there in February. If you have any questions, feel free to see us online at ohiowines.org. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. We'll see you at Atwood.